Back now with the issue of sea level rise, now off the list that's vital to the nation's safety.
For years, it's been on that list of things that threatens national security and military readiness. And your side's Chris Horn has more on the concerns and the pushback. New tonight.
The main thrust of Monday's hearing was the leaking of military operations to a journalist before the attack actually took place. But one senator zeroed in on a list of threats and what it left off that list that is a threat to our bases and our military personnel. When senators weren't grilling leaders of the intelligence community on leaked military operations, Monday's hearing of the Senate Intel Committee was a yearly discussion known as the Annual Threat Assessment. Senator Angus King of Maine pointed out this year's list was unlike any of the past 11.
Every single one of these reports that we have had has mentioned global climate change as a significant national security threat, except this one. Has something happened? Has global climate change been solved?
This annual threat assessment has been focused very directly on the threats that we deem most critical to the United States and our national security. Obviously, we're aware of occurrences within the environment and how they may impact operations.
The Pentagon has studied the effects of climate change on military bases and operations for years. In 2021, the Department of Defense reported that a tide gauge at Naval Station Norfolk showed a rise in sea level there of 18 inches in 100 years, with a forecast of as much as 3 more feet by 2050.
For 11 years straight, climate change has been in this document.
Senator Mark Warner, vice chair of the Intel Committee, says President Trump knows that climate change is a threat.
It was in this document every year that Trump was president the first time.
Warner says climate change has already forced costly but necessary changes here in Hampton Roads.
We spend millions of dollars a year raising the piers in Norfolk so the fleet can still appropriately dock there.
Senator King asked Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, a direct question. Did you direct your staff to leave climate change off the list of threats? Gabbard said she didn't recall giving that instruction. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.